New here on the night team, students are heading back to school. That means it's time to slow down in school zones. But this summer, some drivers got tickets issued after school ended and the flashing lights were turned off.
Why? Tonight's Help Me Howard with Patrick Fraser looks for answers.
Back in the day, Oscar took your kids to school.
I used to drive a school bus for 10 years, and I was a mechanic in the same time.
And he took being trusted with children seriously.
You know, and I know the safety about the school zones. I know everything. I know you're not supposed to be speeding everything.
But this summer, Oscar got hit for speeding through a school zone near his home.
2 weeks later, you get a fine in the mail when the schools are closed. Why is that? I don't understand.
Public schools in Miami-Dade closed on June 5th. Oscar got 4 tickets for going over 15 miles an hour on June 12th, 13th, 16th, and 17th.
There's no light flashing. There's nothing. I know there's school zone, but they're closed. Everything's closed. There's no kids. There's nothing.
The sign says 15 miles per hour, school days, when flashing.
If the light is flashing, I will go my speed limit, but it's not.
The signs on 22nd Avenue are a little confusing. One says school zone 7:15 to 4:15. Others say the standard times.
And the tickets that I have, there's no school in session. They're closed. It's crazy.
There is a private school on 22nd Avenue that didn't end classes for a couple of weeks after public schools. But Oscar counters the flashing lights were off and the ticket cameras kept clicking.
Why I'm keep getting fines? You know, it's not right.
Oscar now has 4 $100 tickets, $400 in fines, meaning if guilty, his license will be suspended.
That's why I contact you guys, because this bothers me. I never got a ticket in my life. Never. Never, for nothing.
So should Oscar be ticketed in a school zone when public schools are closed and the light is not flashing? Howard?
It's imperative that the children are protected around schools, but it's also important that the signs and lights are consistent. If you have a light that's not flashing and you ticket a driver who relied on that light, it's unfair. The state statute says you can have a sign with times and you can have a light, but they cannot contradict themselves, like in this case. And in my opinion, the ticket should be dismissed.
I contacted the Miami Gardens Police Department where Oscar was cited. They told me that flashing lights are not required to issue a ticket, that the cameras were deactivated after the private school ended classes. When I asked why the flashing lights were turned off then and the tickets still being issued, I was told the state controls the lights. But then Miami Gardens did the commendable thing, writing, Oscar's tickets have been dismissed, as well as other drivers, because of residents being unaware that the private school in that area was still in session. Oscar's reaction when I told him the tickets were wiped out.
And you go to Puerto Rico, everybody's, when they're singing or dancing or anything, they're celebrating, wepa, wepa, that's the way it is.
And that's how you feel right now?
That's the way I feel right now, happy.
Happy his tickets were dismissed, and happy about his determination.
I don't give up. Wepa!
I'm glad we could help you, Oscar. Wepa! Now, schools are starting back, so slow down in the school zones, and also don't go by a bus when it's stopped and the lights are flashing. You'll get a ticket there also. Zoning out, trying to solve a problem, no solution flashing in front of you, bus us in to stop you from getting schooled. With this, Help Me Howard and Patrick Fraser, 7 News.
Rule of thumb, just slow down when you're in the school zone.
Wepa, Oscar.